You know that person that calls you bestie, but automatically disappears the moment you actually need help? You know that person? Exactly. That person is not your friend. That is definitely not friendship. It's just familiarity with confidence. And the funny thing is, we all actually do it. We confuse people we see often with people who actually see us. Even Jesus had the multitude. He had the apostles, he had the disciples, and he had the three, which are Peter, James, and John. So please, why are you giving Peter, James, and John access to people who should be in your multitude and your outside circle? Let's talk about it. See you on the other side. Hey fam, welcome back to the Literal Podcast, where we gist, laugh, talk about real life, faith, and everything in between. I'm your amazing host, Ogechi, aka The Phenomenal Oge, and today's topic is something that concerns the bulk majority. Now, today's topic is something that's going to touch your chest small. So if you feel attacked, don't worry, it's not intentional. It's something that we're all victims of or perpetrators. So it depends on which category you fall into. You're either a victim of this thing I'm about to talk about, or you're one of the perpetrators of it. So please, catch your sob. So today, let's talk about why we confuse familiarity with friendship. You know, there are two different things, right? Exactly. We'll get to that in a minute. You know that person who you've known since like secondary school? You guys view each other's status. You guys, comment under each other's posts. Maybe the person even comments, laughing emojis, different interesting stuff under your social media posts. And then that's just the level you guys are on. And then suddenly, boom, out of the blues, this person just comes one day and like, oh, hey, can you please borrow me 200 pounds? Or can you borrow me 2,000 pounds? And you're like, hey, how now? From where to where? Kilaju. And you're wondering, we're not even friends like that. Okay, I won't give you the audacity to come and ask me for that much money. But yes, there are always people like that who confuse familiarity with friendship. My dear, get the dichotomy today because they're not the same. So now let's break it down. What's the difference between familiarity and actual friendship? Familiarity means I know you, while friendship means I value you. So knowledge of somebody is familiarity. You know them. But the fact that you value somebody, that means they are your friends. So there are two different things. You might know somebody but not necessarily value them that much. Do you get what I mean? The fact that you know somebody, you talk to them, doesn't mean they hold that much, value in your sight. I know Yorubas will say, opolo mi gon, that kind of thing. So the person is not that heavy in your hands. You get? So familiarity says we've spoken before, we talk, from time to time. While friendship says, I will show up for you, you're my ride or die. You can be familiar with somebody because of proximity. That's maybe you guys attend the same school, same church, you guys work in the same place, and that's the reason why you guys talk. So that is familiarity. But friendship, on the other hand, requires intentionality. Friendship is a decision, it's a choice. That one requires intentionality. You guys have to put in the work to, build a friendship, build a relationship between the both of you. But with familiarity, you don't necessarily have to do much. They are there based on proximity. You guys are just enjoying that, advantage of being close to each other based on proximity. You're not necessarily friends. You guys are just acquaintances. You can put it that way. So the fact that you gist with me every day at work, you sit beside me, there are some people that have work bestie. They're not necessarily friends. So I know some work besties actually, end up being actual proper friends, but it doesn't happen to everybody. The fact that you sit beside me at the office and we just and gossip about what's going on in the office and gossip about our boss doesn't mean that we are friends. So respect boundaries, man. So I'll give you a little gist. There's this babe I used to know a while ago. This girl, we used to be, a bit close and chatty and all that. Well, I thought we were close. I thought we were friends at the time. This babe, she would gist me about herself, about things happening in her life, things happening in the office, things happening around us, school, whatever it is, general things. We have general conversations, a lot of general conversation. So I thought we were friends at the time. And then one time I was going through something and I was just, telling her that, see, this is what's happening, things like that. Story, this was happening. And I expected this babe to give me advice or something, or at least comforting words like I would do for her. But no, guess what this babe told me? She said, wow, that's deep, oh. Hey, yeah. I was like, Okay. I thought maybe after the A, yeah, there was gonna be, something. Either something comforting or, advice or encouragement, something. I was expecting something, but nothing came. Oh. The next thing, hey, baby girl switched topic. I started telling me, oh, yes, oh, my boyfriend did this, my boyfriend did that. I was like, I sound now. We're just talking about something serious, personal to me. And then all you can say is, hey, yeah, that's deep. And then you switch and start talking about something else. Like, I did not just bear my heart out to you. Like, I don't get it. So that was the day. It was like a wake-up call. And I was like, this babe not be my friend, though. So sometimes, until something like that happens to somebody, you will not know that, oh, this person is not really your friend. You will think, oh, this person is my friend. They'll show up for me. You might be able to show up for them in your own time, but doesn't mean that they would necessarily show up for you. So understand that familiarity is not friendship, my darling. I was watching one Vox Pop a while ago, and then they were interviewing this guy that, oh, do you have friends who you can call now, and then the person will borrow you, like, say, £2,000 for example, because he was in the UK, they were doing the Vox Pop, and this guy was like, oh, yes, of course, he has, I know his guys are, serious, his guys are all that, he has guys that have got his back, and he's got their back too, and I was like, oh, wow, brilliant, this guy must be really lucky. And the interviewer said, oh, are you sure? He's like, oh, yes, of course, I'm very sure. They said, okay, no, wala. Oh, yeah, can you prove it? My guy, with all confidence, said, oh, yes, of course. And like, okay, you yourself, oh, can you show up for your guy like that? Can you borrow your guy money in his time of need? Was I can't ask small thing, and why not? I'll wire the money sharp. And they're like, oh, okay, that's good. Oh, yeah, I'll prove it. Baba said, okay, let him call one of his friends. And he called one of his friends and was like, hey, guy, can you borrow me £2,000 quickly? I'm just in a fix somewhere. I just need money to, clear myself here, and then I'll refund you the money, and I'll refund you the money back by weekend. And the friend said, okay, no, wala, oh yeah, because he said, guy, can you run me 2K? He just said 2K. He didn't say what currency. And this guy is Nigerian, for context. So he now, his guy now asked him over the phone, okay, guy, oh yeah, send your account. Which account? First bank, I've been at OPO, GT, which bank is it? And he was like, oh no, Baba, I know they talk naira. I don't mean 2K naira, I mean 2K pounds. The guy said, eh? So they were like, yeah, I mean 2K pounds. Say, no worry, Baba, I will run you back the money before the end of this month. And the friend said, no, Baba, 2K pounds na plenty money. I know if you borrow you that kind of money. He was like, oh, guy, I beg now. I'm really in a fix. I really need this money urgently. The person I need to, pay this money to is really on my neck. I'll pay you back before the end of this month. Even said by the end of next week, I'll refund you the money. The guy said, no, guy, if na naira, send your account, make I send you 2K naira, no problem. But I know if you borrow you £2,000. I say, okay, no problem. How much if you borrow me? Okay, if you borrow me like 1K or 500 while I look for the rest somewhere else. The guy said, no, Baba, you're still going foul. He said, even £20. He said, okay. Now, how much can you borrow me out of the money? He said, say, guy, I feel give you £20. Or if I said maybe 19.99. He was like, I saw now. Somebody needs 2K pounds. You say it's £20, you can give it. I'm not saying it's too small or anything like that. Oh. No, that's not what I'm saying. But it's just the fact that the shock on the guy, it was the shock for me because he had already made mouth that his friends can run in £2,000. No questions asked. I know that. Trust him to be able to refund the money when he says he's going to refund it. So, it was just a shock for him. So that's how it is with people. Oh. You might think, oh, yeah, this person is my friend. This person is going to have my back because I have this person's back. My dear, you'll be shocked. Sometimes the value you place on people is not necessarily the exact same value that they place on you. Unfortunately, is it fair? No. Is it right? Not necessarily. But unfortunately, it is the reality of life. The fact that you have put somebody high up there doesn't mean that you're going to be high up there too in their own books. And such is life. So please understand not to overplay your role in people's lives. Understand that you should not think too highly of yourself in people's lives. Unless this person has proven to you and showed you that, I've got you, I've got your back. Please don't assume that this person is going to have your back if anything goes wrong, because familiarity is not true friendship. Some people are just familiar faces in your daily routine and not necessarily pillars in your life. So please, my darling, know the difference. Another major reason why we confuse familiarity with friendship these days is social media. Because somebody always engages on your content, likes, comments, sends you laughing emojis under your post and all that, you now automatically assume that, oh yes, I've got a tribe. My dear, likes and comments does not equal having a tribe. These people, you now say, oh, my tribe has got me. Whoa, they will shock you like electric shock. So please make sure you have your shock absorber on anytime. Just in case people want to shock the hell out of you. Don't confuse engagement metrics for having a tribe. The fact that you have a lot of people engaging on your content, it doesn't mean those people really rate you that much. That particular post, they might rate that post, yes, they connect to it. They, find it funny or find it interesting or find it inspiring. Whatever it is, depending on the emotion behind the post. That is what people are engaging with, not necessarily you as a person. Sometimes people might like you, based on the kind of content you put out. They feel like, oh yeah, they can connect with you and all that. But it doesn't necessarily mean that these people are your friends. It doesn't necessarily mean that these people are your tribe. You might have 5 million followers on social media and still be lonely. You might still come at your time of need. You will barely even see 5 people that will show up for you out of the 5 million followers you think that you have. So please don't confuse engagement metrics on social media with actual friendship. Your followers are not your friends. I will tell you that for free. It's dangerous to actually think that your followers are your friends, because when life starts lifing, that's when you realize that likes doesn't equal loyalty. It doesn't. The fact that somebody is liking your post every day doesn't mean that they are loyal to you. My dear, if something happens, that's when you know who your true friends are and who your true friends are not. So please, don't overplay your role in people's lives. Don't assume too much. Don't overrate yourself in people's lives to avoid being shocked. You might want to ask, why exactly do people even confuse the familiarity with friendship in the first place? Number one reason is loneliness. Many people are lonely. People are lonely. And because they are lonely, they assume that, any next available person who talks to them or engages with them automatically likes them and is their friend. Yes, the person might like you, but not necessarily to the point that they value you that much as a friend. Because genuine friendship takes effort, while familiarity is very convenient, it's easier. You don't need to do much. You just need to have proximity. You just need to be there. You don't really need to show up for the person. You just need to do the bare minimum. But in actual friendships, it takes intentionality to build such relationships. I've seen people who have, friends. The Bible said there's a friend that sticks closer than a brother. My dear, your followers are not that kind of friend that sticks closer than a brother. No this and no peace today. Number 2 reason why people confuse familiarity for friendship is because many people just want to belong. Yeah, and it still boils down to, not admitting that you're lonely. Many people have that feeling of belonging. You want to feel like, you want to feel among, you want to feel like, are you safe? You get people. So unfortunately, you now start to confuse hey guys, hey besties, hey friends, my people. You start to confuse all those things for actual genuine friendship. It doesn't necessarily equate friendship, my dear. But truth be told, friendship isn't built on vibes alone. Far from it. Friendships are built on intentionality, loyalty, accountability, and sometimes difficult conversations. Yes, it's in the midst of the difficult conversations that sometimes you figure out that, this person really is my friend. And difficult situations too. But you need trust as well to build friendships. It is when difficult situations come up that you will know the people who are actually your genuine friends. That's when you will know. So now let's take it from the faith angle. Even our Lord Jesus himself did not confuse familiarity with friendship. He didn't do that. Jesus Christ understood that he had a multitude, which are people who came for his teachings, for healing, and also to come and eat bread and fish when he turned 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish to, a lot of food. Some people came for that. Some people came for free food. Some people came for the message, the word. Some people came for the purpose of salvation. Some people came for healing, what they can benefit. So Jesus was not confused. He understood the dichotomy. He understood the difference between them. He understood that, these people are just the multitude. They are here for what they can gain. Not necessarily because of him as a person. He still had the disciples. He understood the place of those ones. And still had 12 apostles as well. He understood the difference between all these people. He did not overplay anybody's role. He understood the place of the multitude, the place of the apostles, and the place of the disciples. He understood the difference. And even in the midst of having 12 apostles who seemed to be the close ones, he still had the favorite 3, which were Peter, James, and John. So Peter, James, and John were his inner circle. They were like the inner carcass. So those were his actual friends. So not everybody, not everyone around you deserves inner circle access. I'll say that again. Not everyone around you, not everyone that is familiar with you or smiles with you or talks with you deserves inner circle access to you. So it's not everything you need to tell them. There are things that you should reserve for your inner caucus only. Some people, their place should just remain in your outer court. They should not have any place coming into the inner chamber of your life at all. So please know the difference. Sit down, scrutinize your friends, think about it. Does this person really deserve inner circle advantage? Or does this person just deserve to be in the outer court? My dear, think about it today. Distinguish between your friends and it will help you. Some people just deserve a hello, hi, basic, on the surface conversations, but no access to your actual personal details about yourself and no access to your peace of mind as well. So some people deserve to just be in your outer circle where you guys just greet on the surface. You're not fighting or anything. You guys are cordial. You keep it simple. Keep it going. Hello, hi, or how you doing? What's up? Are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. That kind of thing. Some people deserve just that level of communication. Some other people deserve maybe a step ahead where you can ask, oh, are you okay? What's going on with you? And all that. Basic. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm up to this. I'm up to that. Oh, I'm going through this. I'm going through that. Basic. And then you keep it going. While some people are your inner caucus. Those people are the people that you can bear your heart out to, tell your secrets, tell things, personal things about yourself and all that, because you know that these people are not the ones who will go and rat you out. They say a problem shared is a problem half solved. It depends on who you're sharing the problem with. Many people are not ready for that conversation, but it's the truth. A problem shared can either be a problem half solved or a topic for discussion tomorrow. So please know the difference. So know who you are sharing your problem with. You get why? Know who you are sharing your problem with. If you are sharing your problem with a true friend, then yes, you might actually get solution to the problem. But if you are sharing your problem with somebody who is not, concerned about anything that happens with your life and progress, that person is just going to turn it into the next available gist that they will gist everybody. So please, be careful of who you share your personal information with. So now I would like everyone to do a self-check, because this video now is your wake-up call to do your self-assessment and your friendship assessment. This is the time to scrutinize all your so-called friends, everybody you have called your friend. Sit down and think, ask yourself, if I were to have any problem today, is this person going to show up for me? Is this person going to come through for me? Is this person going to help me? If the answer is no, then you should know what category to put them. You can take a sheet of paper and divide it to tabular form. Familiar face or friend. Divide it like that. You know which category to put people. By the time you ask yourself these honest questions. So this is your reminder to check your circle today. Are you giving friendship benefits to mere familiar people? Ask yourself that question today and do the needful. And another thing you need to ask yourself, are you being a familiar person in someone's life when the person is taking you as a friend? Because sometimes you're not always the victim. Sometimes you're the perpetrator of the act. So please, my darling, ask yourself too. Apart from scrutinizing your friends, you need to scrutinize yourself. The people who hold you in high esteem as friends, are you being a true friend to them? Or are you just being a familiar face? So for some people, you might want to ask, well, how do I even know the difference between who to put in my familiarity section and who to put in my friendship section? I'll tell you some things to look out for that tells you whether this person is your friend or not. Number one, if they only call you when they need help with something quick but never actually check up on you on other cases, my dear, that person is not your friend. Tell them I said it. Yes. So while you're there busy arguing, don't worry. If they come for you, tell them I'm to come. No. If they only call you when they need help but never call to just check up on you or see how you're doing or see if even you need help too. Last week I talked about being the strong one. So if every time, the only time that friend, that so-called friend of yours reaches out to you is when they need something, they need a favor. Every time they call you, oh, baby, please, can you quickly help me do this? My guy, how far? Can you quickly help me run this? Can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? That's the only time they call you, my dear. That person is not your friend. Number two, if they constantly forget your birthday or forget days that are important to you, but the only thing they remember is to send you post, oh, please help me repost my business, help me repost my this, help me repost my that. My dear, that person is not your friend. Yes, I said it. that person is not your friend. If they never reach out to you on days that are important to you, like either your birthday or another, I understand it's okay to forget. Sometimes, life be life and you genuinely just forget the dates. I get it. But sometimes it will shock you that there are some people who will even see you post about your birthday or post about notable dates to you on your social media handles or even on your WhatsApp status. They will see it and actually pass by and still not wish you a happy birthday. But that same person can now, maybe days after or even the next day, now send you links, say, please help me repost my business, help me repost my this, help me repost my that. Which kind of behavior be that? No, that person is not your friend. Number 3, if they say, oh, we need to hang out soon, but meanwhile, the last time you guys actually hung out was like 3 years ago. They might not be your friend. This one is dicey. Because sometimes, adulthood, family life, work life, and everything actually takes off, the opportunity for you to spend quality time with your friends. Sometimes to distance can be another barrier. It could be that the last time you and your friend have seen has been like maybe 3 years or 5 years ago, because you guys now live in 2 different countries. That of course is different. But now I'm talking about you guys live in same place, same city, close proximity. You guys are not far from each other, but you guys never get to see. You barely ever talk on the phone. Maybe people talk like once in a year, either New Year or Christmas. Then you guys are probably not friends. Yeah. Also, I understand that sometimes there are exceptions. You may have that friend where you guys are so busy, but no matter how busy, you guys get, at least from time to time, it might not be frequent, but if you guys are true friends, you guys will make out time to either spend time with each other or at least talk on the phone. Yeah, I think so. Number 4, if somebody only knows your gist, but they don't know anything about your pain, they only know the good things that happen, they only know interesting and bubbly things about your life, but they don't know any, nitty-gritty personal details of things that have hurt you or things that have caused you pain, then they are maybe not your friend. I'll add another one, a bonus one, number 5. If your friendship with somebody is only one-sided, you're the only one who is calling them, you're the only one who is checking up on them, you're the only one who is messaging them, but they never seem to reciprocate that action, then they're definitely not your friends. I'll tell you that for free. Then number 6, if this person, every single time you guys talk on the phone, they're the only ones, talking about themselves, talking about their life. If your conversations every time are always all about them, oh, them this, them that, but they never stop to even ask, oh, you call that I've been hearing all my problems, or hearing all my gist and all my issues. What about you? Don't you have anything? What's going on in your life? What are you going through and all that? If the friendship seems one-sided like that, like they're the only ones talking, they're just being narcissistic, it's all about them, and they never stop to ask about you, then they're definitely not your friends. Because friendship is an intentional act. It takes 2 people. It takes 2 to tango. It cannot be all about one person. No, that's a parasitic kind of friendship, and friendship should not be parasitic. They should be symbiotic. So familiarity can look like friendship until there's a test of that friendship. Familiarity can look like friendship until there's a true test of that friendship. So my dear people, please protect your space, protect your peace of mind, protect your circle. Know who to keep in your inner caucus, know who to keep in the outer caucus. Not everyone around you is for you. Not everybody you vibe with is your friend. So please understand the difference today. Know this and know peace. So define your friendships and value your people. Make sure that people who are there for you, you are also there for them. Try to reciprocate friendships. Don't be a parasite. Don't be that person who is just a leech. Don't be that kind of friend. If you sit down and think and ask yourself, these people that always show up for me, can I actually show up for them in their own time? If the answer is no, then you might just be the leech or the parasite in that friendship. You don't deserve that friend. Yes. Then maybe you don't deserve that person who is very nice to you. So please understand that apart from scrutinizing other people, you need to scrutinize yourself as well. Be the change you want to see. Make sure that the way you want good friends, you are also... Make sure that the same way you want good friends, you try to be a good friend as well. Because a lot of times, so many people focus more on, oh, I want to have good friends. I wish I had good friends. Meanwhile, they themselves, they are terrible people who don't deserve good friends. So do you think that our Heavenly Father who is there overseeing the world and sees how nice and kind that these people are, will not carry that is good and kind son or daughter and come and give to you that is wicked, obigidiupo, and come and give that nice person to you as friend. Do you deserve that person? So if I want to be honest, sometimes the kind of friendships you want, the kind of friendships, the kind of people you crave for, the kind of friendships you crave for, you don't even deserve them. So make sure today that you are not just desiring good friendship. Make sure you're deserving of them as well. It's very important. All right, fam. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If this episode dragged you small like Tagajen, don't be angry. Yeah? At some point, it dragged me too. It dragged every other person. So this is nothing personal. Neither is this video an attack. This is a disclaimer. This video is not an attack on anybody. Far from it. No. If for any reason you feel attacked or you feel dragged, it's because there's something you're not doing right. So this is your wake-up call to be better, be a better version of yourself, and be a better friend to the friends that you have. Thank you so much for watching. Lest I forget, have you liked this video? Have you subscribed? Have you dropped your comments? Ha! If you have not done it, my darling, why now? Are we fighting? Please make sure you do well to like this video. Drop your comments in the comment section, and I'll be sure to respond as usual. Share this video with your friends, your family, your loved ones, that friend, that acquaintance. Share this video with every single one of them, because we rise by lifting others. Until I come your way, same time next week on the Literal Podcast, I remain your amazing host, the phenomenal Oge, signing out. See you next week. Bye. Love you.